Hey guys, good morning, Creator Mom. Happy Wednesday. Today I wanted to talk about having patience with ourselves. I find personally, I'm going to speak from personal experience, obviously, but like I notice when I get into something, there's a part of me that always wants to rush, like, or grasp it all at once. Because if I don't, then it's a failure or something like that. Like, I noticed when I got into winemaking that I kind of did the same thing. I was like, well, I don't know if this is all working out or whatever. Like, I being patient and trusting the process. And then, you know, I actually got a decent wine. I almost messed it up. I put I had a blackberry wine and a blueberry wine, and I put too much. When I was back sweetening it, I put the ratio of water was higher than sugar, so it tasted kind of watery or something, watered down. And then my friend Karen said, well, why don't you mix the blueberry with the blackberry? And I was like, you're a genius. So did that, and it tastes phenomenal. I mean, I love it. I think it tastes phenomenal, like for my own, berry wine. So, and it's funny because at first I was even afraid to like taste it because I wasn't trusting myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I'm like, wow, this wine is actually like really good. Like I'm really enjoying it. There goes the sun. Um, you see, because I wasn't having patience with myself, I wasn't like trusting the process. I kind of was like, oh, I guess it's just all going to be a failure or something like that really fast. Like going slow, I think is what it is. And um the process of winemaking is kind of it's slow, um and it made me think about, also I was thinking about how I have a part of me that likes to explore, that's very curious. So like for instance, if there's woods near me, it's just like I'm drawn to it. I'm like, oh, I want to see what's in there. I want to explore around in those woods a little bit. I have a lot of curiosity, but then I also have a lot of fear. And I'm like, I have too much fear to have this much curiosity. Like, it's annoying because it conflicts. They conflict I thought it's polarization. It's like they conflict with one another. They're opposites in a way. It's just like, how can I be and it brings the inner conflict because it's like, oh, it's like I really want to go explore. Like I really wish I could do it or go farther, and then like the fear is like, nope, you can't. It's like, fuck. And it's your own fear. I mean, if you think about your own life, you could probably think about a scenario where like two parts of you are polarized like that. But the self, if you stay in the self, which is according to internal family systems therapy, the self is calm, it's compassionate, right? You have to work with yourself. You have to work with both parts of yourself, the curious part and the fearful part, and patience, right? If the self also has patience or grows in patience, because you need patience to work with these parts of your own self. Um, so it's kind of, the question kind of is, what can I do to please, in a way, both parts, or they're both being satisfied. So it's like, well, go into the woods and go up until you feel comfortable. And then when you feel fearful or like, I don't know about this, just stop and turn around. And the more we get comfortable with something, doing it, pleasing that curiosity a little bit or satisfying a little bit, the more, and then kind of backing down when we come up against that fear instead of necessarily like fighting it. I think that little by little, with patience, the fear will kind of, back down a little bit, or allow, you a little bit. So I'm looking at my guinea pigs. They're rumble strutting. So yeah, like working with both parts instead of like fighting and resisting or being hard on oneself. Um, you people can have different parts. So for me in this specific situation, I noticed it was curiosity and fear working together. So anyways, yeah, something to think about, right? Like what parts seem opposite and are at kind of war within you, and how can you be more patient with yourself to give those parts what they need and allow it instead of, being against it or fighting them. Have a great day.